And we are live Tuesday, 5 a.m., March 29th. Keeping it rolling here. This is your morning life coach holding you accountable to get up, to improve your focus, to improve your energy, and to improve your habits towards the things that you really want to be doing. I specialize and have helped by personally going through the journey with real estate agents underneath the age of 40. However, a lot of our principles and activities and exercises are pretty universal. So a lot of us can grab onto these. They can try and benefit, whether it's that you need to be getting up earlier in the morning and you just need to start getting on top of that project. Maybe it's your desire is to lose some weight. And although I am not a personal trainer by any means, used to lift a lot of weights with my friends type deal. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a workout. I had bought this, and maybe some of you are familiar with it, jumping on small trampolines to flush out your lymph nodes. Also not a doctor. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to screen share and listen to this one guy talk for a little bit. I was watching this video beforehand on the benefits of rebounding. I should give it more context. Okay, so I bought this mini trampoline. This is going to help us with our energy. So a little one-person trampoline, very, very nice. We're going to jump on a little today and see how stimulating and helpful that can get. I remember doing even just simple jumping jacks or reading in some Miracle Morning book about getting movement and stretches. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do it ourselves, because we're not going to tell people to do things that we're not going to do, as trying to be standout coaches and kind of live by the principles we're preaching. So I guess let's get a little goofy and jump on this sucker. I'm going to jump on this thing while we watch this video and learn about this. So screen share.
The real cool benefit of rebound exercise. NASA has done quite a bit of research on rebounding, and I'm going to put some links down below, but it's actually quite fascinating that they're doing research on rebounding, because what they found is when you're in space without gravity, you start losing your bone tissue and your muscle tissue. So they're trying to come up with ways to counter that. But rebounding exercise is jumping on a trampoline. Now, if you're going to do rebounding and you're a little bit older, I would always recommend doing it with some type of support structure so you can hold yourself, because you don't want to be jumping on this trampoline and then jumping off and falling or injuring yourself. But there's quite a few benefits to rebounding exercise. It's convenient. It improves your mobility, your posture, your balance.
Mobility, posture,
it improves the fear
balance.
of falling. It can even reduce your risk of osteoporosis. But I think the biggest benefit has to do with this right here, stimulating the lymphatic system. So let me make this very, very simple. What is the lymphatic system? You have the blood vessels throughout the body, the vascular system, right? And they go from large vessels to smaller vessels to eventually to tiny little blood vessels called capillaries in the tissue. Now, in that same tissue next to the capillaries, you have the beginning of the lymphatic system. Some of the plasma in the blood leaks out into the tissues, and it goes right into the lymphatic system.
Blood into the tissues, baby.
The lymphatic system, called lymph, is made up of plasma and several other things, which I don't want to get into at this point. And then the lymph system travels through the body and then eventually dumps back into the vascular system, the venous part of the vascular system. So it's this whole continual loop. So one function of your lymphatic system is to act as a backup for your
I totally
vascular
farted
system.
on that
So if there's too
one.
much
I
blood,
am
for
a
example,
dork. All
the
right.
lymph system can handle that overflow. But the thing you need to know about your lymphatic system is it doesn't have a pump
No pump.
like the vascular system does. So it needs movement, or else there's no pump. The lymph becomes stagnant or congested. The two big purposes of the lymphatic system are, number one, to support the immune system, because you have all these lymph nodes and you have all these T cells and B cells that help to capture and consolidate pathogens that have invaded the system and deal with them, kill them, and disregard them, as well as to help recycle old red blood cells and damaged red blood cells and recycle them. That's what the spleen does. The spleen is a very large lymphatic node. And the other
it actually
function of
does
the
pump your
lymphatic
legs
system
up
that a lot
pretty
of people
good, super
are
quick.
unaware of is that it helps to transport fat through the body.
Transport fat. We love fat.
And it goes into your intestines. It goes directly into the lymphatic system, not into your blood vessels. Fat and water do not mix. So the body has to package this fat in a way that can be transported easily through the system. So one way that it packages the fat is through something called a chylomicron. The word chylo means juice, and microns mean small particles. So a chylomicron is very simply the grocery bag that carries the fat to the various parts of the body for both energy and as a precursor or material to build hormones, especially
if you're just now joining us,
we're
jumping on a small one-person
trampoline.
And we're figuring out how this actually helps us with energy, immune function, osteoporosis.
The cellular membranes need fat. The nervous system, the brain needs fat. Bile comes from cholesterol. Vitamin D comes from cholesterol. So in other words, this fat is very, very important to supporting body tissue as well as giving you energy. And one very common thing that I hear over and over and over when people start doing rebounding exercise is their energy goes straight up in a vertical.
Ooh,
I think it has a lot to do
going up
with the fat being more activated in the lymphatic system. So the biggest benefit of rebounding exercise has to do with supporting the immune system and to help the transportation of fat through the chylomicrons.
Okay, so supporting immune function and helping with the transportation of fat, because we don't necessarily have a pump for the lymphatic system. So we're going to try this. We're going to give this a real go. We're going to jump on this sucker. I'm going to do another little stint, and then I'm going to do my bands on here. And then we're going to get the hell out of here for today. Essentially, we're just going to check and see how we feel energy-wise. I've jumped on this thing for about 2 minutes now, and I genuinely already feel kind of better. My calves are pumped up, but overall feeling more energetic. And that's the point of really today's shows. Man, don't be scared to spend $20 on some type of equipment to try something to help improve your energy. Skip going out to eat for one meal. Buy one of these little trampolines. Get up at 5 a.m. and jump on this sucker with me and see if we can improve our energy and our life and our habits that, we've been talking about wanting to be fixing. So maybe this can be an outlet and alternative for you. Maybe we can be jump buddies. Just a couple more. Just practically doing jumping jacks. I saw some other workouts where they're kind of doing some cross-legged stuff. Can't really see my legs on here, but a lot of arm rotations, a lot of movements. Just kind of getting that blood flowing in the morning. All right. Wow, if I would have told myself a couple years ago that I'd be sitting on a live stream at 5 a.m. jumping on a mini trampoline yelling, I'd be a little concerned. But the already genuinely, I don't know if you remember kind of how I sounded, was getting rolling with the video like 10 minutes ago, but every time I've worked out, it's helped with stimulating things, relaxed me, feel more confident and strong. If you need something that's more low impact and very direct, very quick, fast, that helps with energy, I think this trampoline thing's a great investment. Just rebounding effect, whether it's this doctor or or NASA just doing a lot of high-end research on this to help with bone density issues. So I know with people trying to lose weight, you tend to get on lighter diets. So things such as bone density, when we're kind of trying to cut back, can kind of suffer a little bit. But again, I am more so doing it for the purpose of just feeling more awake in the morning, feeling ready to rock and roll in the morning, to get up, do this 5 a.m. live show for you guys. Kind of show the proof is in the pudding. Your best performance coach, your right-hand man, here to help you in any way I can. I think that's going to kind of wrap it up for us for today. I'll go ahead and so these are single person trampolines. I bought mine off Facebook Marketplace for $25 yesterday. So you can find them cheap, or you can go on Amazon and they're like 50 to 100 bucks or something like that. But if you can find one, if you use it, if you're interested in it, go for it. Or there's just other ways, motion stretching. Say if you don't have, Tanner, this is all cool and all, but I don't have one of those. I know that I get bands a lot, just simple bands. If you're looking for something low impact and just high energy, bands, these little trampoline things, stuff like that, I found them to be very, very helpful. You know, we're living and breathing and doing this, the drills on this every day to try to maximize our energy, help improve our focus, and also stick to this anti-regret plan to become the best version of ourselves. Again, your boy T-Dog. If you're ever curious into the coaching, you can always go to talktotanner.com and book a free coaching session, or feel free to put in an inquiry on the message board on the website for any questions you might have, any exercises you might need along those lines. Again, thank you so much. Let's get after it. It's Tuesday. We're into the week. We might have slipped up on Monday. Those Monday blues might have got us. We might have been a little sleepy. But we're rolling into Tuesday knowing that it's going to be a fun week, and we get to do what we get to do. We get to. Not we have to. We get to. We get to go to work. We get to see our family. We get to eat delicious foods. We get to live in 2022, farthest time on the timeline when quality of life has done nothing but go up. There's so much to be grateful for, to appreciate. So make sure that you're sharing one thing you're grateful for. Make sure to be pushing yourself, stimulating your body, getting yourself moving, feeling good. Because remember, it's all for you. I can sit here and preach and your coach, you know, I love people and I want to help as much as I can. But at the same time, I'm not going to lose sleep because, say, if you skip one of these workouts, because I know I'm doing them and I'm doing everything that I can personally. So make sure you're sitting in that same position. Like, am I doing what I can to feel good, to be there, to be a part of this, to enjoy this, to make people around me feel better, not worse? Or is what you're doing, is it pushing you closer to your goals, or is it pulling you farther away? So feel free. Sometimes you got to pull back, and sometimes you just got to reflect on this kind of stuff and kind of write down in the journal, the classic journal. If you need somebody, if you got nobody to talk to, Talk to the most important person you got, yourself, and see if that helps. Or if not, if you need a coach, if you struggle to do this on your own for long periods of time, talk to Tanner.com. 5 a.m. Best performance coach around, here to help in any way I can. Thanks so much, and we will be seeing you guys again tomorrow morning. 5 a.m. Get up, get after it. We're on top of it. Thanks again. Talk soon. Bye.